Frame 9 of a possible 11. Li Yan breaking off, trailing 5-3 to Liang Wenbo. This is day 1 of Snooker's International Championship from Chengdu in China. First session here for us. Our next session will be Ronnie O'Sullivan, the world champion, up against Anthony McGill from Scotland. Well, double whammy there really for Liang Wenbo. The double kiss has left the red on.
Well, I just wonder though, David, if he loses this one as well, how it will affect him mentally. Because obviously he wasn't best pleased when he had those chances in the last frame to get back into that frame, possibly win the match. But if he goes 5-4, who knows? Oh dear me. Overcut it.
Well, the worst thing that could have happened there for Li Yan, because as we're saying, Liang Wenbo just starting to feel it a little bit, just starting to get frustrated, but get the feeling he won't miss this one.
I'd fancy this one. Well, that's careless. It's always difficult to play those shots. We still got a shot on the black, but it's more difficult than it should have been. When you're right in the pocket there, it's just coming off the cushion. Always difficult to gauge the pace, but the black is on, and it's not easy. Well played. I just thought for a minute there he'd overcut that. Well, Liang really is looking to put the match away here. He doesn't want this to go 5-4, because if it goes into a decider, anything can happen. Just needs to just refocus. That's another one. Just wasn't clean, but it wobbled and went in. He's gone a little bit far on the green. Might just lay the snooker now. This is the sort of occasions these when you've just got to stand back, take a deep breath, and think about what's going on.
Rainbow.
He's going for the pot. Unlucky. Well, it was a great pot, and he deserved something out of that. And he's only just missed the reds by a fraction.
Well, pop one from here.
Liang Wenbo 12.
Well, it's just crept in behind the green. That made all the difference.
Far, nice.
No, that's short.
Wenbo 4.
And there's a possible red onto the middle here. Well, there was a little red to the middle, but he's not being tempted by it, so having the cue ball put back.
Further back. Okay. Yeah.
A bit better this time, but again, there's a little tempter here for Liang. There's this red that you might take on to the green pocket. Great shot. Nice split. That didn't help. That red going there. It's just left the other one a little bit awkward.
8. Liang Wenbo, 8.
Well, the frustration is starting to creep in here for Liang Wenbo, because that was another good chance to win frame and match. And who knows, we might go into another frame here. And all of a sudden, sorry Dave, the pressure would build onto Liang Wenbo.
That's right, yeah. He knows he's played the better snooker of the two. We've seen that, but he just can't quite kill it off, and maybe just trying a little bit too hard, if anything.
Well, that just crept in.
6.
Well, where there's life, there's hope. Lee Yan back at the table.
Good shot that. Played it cushion first to get the white away from that corner pocket. And there's 1 or 2 loose reds in the open here. Well, all you can do here is just keep chipping away and try and get forever closer to your opponent.
They're not exactly going in clean, are they? That black again. Had to think about
40.
it.
Foul.
Well, it's just all gone wrong, hasn't it, there?
Liang Wenbo, 4.
Well, a miscalculation, but I don't think he's done any damage here, actually, even with the white in hand. Don't know whether Liang has got anything on. He's looking at something. You might be able to see enough of this left on red. Well played. I just wonder that in off by that young man. Might cost him dear here. That was an excellent pot.
Round.
Well, Liang Wenbo here has got another good chance to wrap up this match, and if he misses this one, I think the cue might go down even harder this time.
Six.
Well, as I said, he has played the better of the two, no doubt about that. He had a century and a 99 as well.
14. Yeah. 21. 22.
Well, this isn't in yet. He's left this a little awkward, cue ball close to the side cushion, but it could well be the key to whether he wraps it up here. Oh dear. Not too close. Steady with the cue. Don't want to do any damage. But again, that was a good chance there. Just lost ideal position. Put himself under a bit of pressure on that black. Not over yet then.
One.
Well, it's the wrong side of the blue, and he's going to have to play a good positional shot here to get onto the next red. He's got to be very accurate with this one. Trying to disturb something. This is a great effort. Well, that's unlucky, because he had to put a lot of power into the cue ball there, but
6.
he deserves something out of that.
Liang 6.
So Liang Wenbo 30 points in front. Remember, he needs one more frame to win. Joe Perry coming back. He was 5-1 down to Jamie Jones. It's 5-4 now. Graham Dott in the other match leading Michael White 5-4.
Well, he went for the jugular there. He was trying to pop that in and win the match.
1.
Just depends whether one of these reds do go. I mean, there's a red available to the left middle, right on one of the three. I just wonder whether it goes into the corner. See how Lee plays this one. If it's fairly straight on this yellow, he'll just screw directly back off it and play on the red into the left middle. I think he's got a slight angle on the green. He could screw directly off that into the three reds. This is a great shot. Well played. Brilliant.
Four. Five.
Well, if this does go 5-4, and there's no reason why it shouldn't, that it's going to be Liang Wenbo.
Nine.
He's overcut that.
9.
So another chance to win it. 21 in front as he comes to the table. He needs both reds here.
One.
Well, again, it wasn't clean. That's why he's out of position on the colour. And it needs a good shot to get back for this final red. Brown probably is the best shot, but I mean, he could lay the snooker here, just put a colour safe if he wants to. Again, these are the sort of times where you just have to stand back and think about what's going on.
Well, he's had a result here in the end. The cue ball stayed up the other end of the table. He's again just trying to kill it off. Missed the blue, but no real damage done. In fact, the blue's gone safe, so that's kind of worked in his favour. He's just trying to fall over the line, isn't he? He's trying to will himself over the winning line here, Liang Wenbo.
Been there a few times. Been pushed a few times as well. It's a good shot. Yeah, I think he's got the angle to come off this left-hand cushion, just beyond the middle pocket. Might have to play with a little bit of right-hand side though. Decided to go the other way. Well, it was dangerous because if he'd have caught that slightly thicker, he could have left the red on. It's still potable, but it's a tough shot down the cushion. I think he's got to send the red around the table here, try and lay a snooker. Well, the well-laid snooker has given Li Yan here a good chance. Oh, that could finish behind the pink. He's had a little bit of luck there. He's just put his hand up to apologise. Two cushions then. Good hit. Not bad. Well, he'd love to take the blue off the cushion here, but he can't guarantee the red to go safe. One more mistake and he knows that man will pounce on it and put himself into the next round. Well, he needs some cover. He needs to miss the brown. And that's made all the difference. If he misses the brown, it's a snooker. And now the red is on. Great pot. And he's on the yellow.
Yes, he's 23 in front. We've lost the score graphic, but 23 in front. So if he takes the pink, then he's going to need a... Li Yan will need a snooker.
Pink ball.
Just saw Liang Wenbo working that out. Well, in the end, I think he'll be relieved if he does now complete victory. Seems likely to. He's taking a bit of winning in the end this match.
Yeah, you can see there was no attempt to get onto the yellow. He thinks he's done enough here. He still has to be careful though.
Yes, it's only one snooker needed, but barring that snooker, it's Liang Wenbo going through.
Well, a clever shot. He's brought the brown off that side cushion. He's actually got a snooker there. Not difficult to hit though. 29 in the frame, 27 on.
Graham Dots won 6-4 over Michael White, but Jamie Jones now 5 each with Joe Perry. It was 5-1 to Jones, so a lot of pressure on the Welshman as they head into the decider. Now where's the yellow going to finish? It just kept running.
Far.
I tell you what, he's done himself in there, hasn't he? That was so thin. He's missed it, and now Li Yan can win.
What is he doing? What is he thinking? Just play it foolish, knock the yellow up the table. Don't take a risk like that.
25 in it now then, 27 on.
that could have been worse, but he's got the yellow safe.
Well, if he wins this frame, what will Liang Wenbo be thinking? He had this match won a couple of minutes ago.
Two.
Didn't quite come off that, but the yellow's in, and this he's in the balance now.
Liang. Two.
Well, all the other balls are out in the open, so if he leaves this green on, the clearance is on, and that would be 5-4.
Well, I think Liang can see an edge here. Well, that was a good attempt, but he has left the pot on here for Liang Wenbo, and just one good pot and he's into the next round, and he'd be mightily relieved actually. It's been a little bit frustrating for him over the last sort of 20-25 minutes or so. Just one good pot. Well, he's looking at the angle to the left corner here. Now the one to the right. I think the one to the right is the better angle to get onto the brown. Doesn't really need the brown, of course, just make sure of the pot. Well played.
Three.
Now just don't do anything daft, Liang. Got yourself back in front with snookers required. 26 in front, 22 on.
It's just going to touch far here because I think the white's going towards that middle pocket if he plays a natural pot. That's why it's downward striking to create the wider angle, but this to really make happy now. He wasn't about 20 minutes ago.
Well, the main thing, of course, is to get through, and he's going to be. It was a bit of a struggle in the end, it's got to be said, but you can play great at this game and lose, so the main thing is he'll be through. He'll play Ronnie O'Sullivan or Anthony McGill. Li Yan comes forward to concede. He'll be the first to admit he didn't really play well enough to seriously threaten, although towards the end he got quite close. But Liang Wenbo is the man going through. He's happy. He's in the last 32 of the International Championship. He's beaten Li Yan finally by 6 frames to 3.